Hey, I'm Siobhan, community cultivator and founder of BEFREE Project. The BEFREE Project podcast was created for community, sisterhood, and personal growth. Each week, you'll be inspired and motivated to do the work to show up for yourself so you too can feel fulfilled and be free. Now grab a pen and a notebook and let's get into the show. The best decision that you can make today is joining the BEFREE Inner Circle at BEFREEInnerCircle.com, a community for like-minded women to find their forever friends and get accountability to do their personal growth work. Your membership includes a private, exclusive community of women who are not only showing up for themselves, but for one another. Weekly live events with me and or guest speakers. Daily accountability, so this way you can finally get stuff done, mentorship from yours truly, and so much more. Now, there's no long-term commitment and you can cancel at any time. However, I can guarantee the moment you join, you're going to feel a warm embrace and you're going to want to stick around. Every single member of the BEFREE Inner Circle will walk away with clarity, fulfillment, and confidence because guess what? When you're around me, you're going to win. So come and grow inside the BEFREE Inner Circle at BEFREEInnerCircle.com. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. As always, I am so grateful that you are choosing to listen in for another week. Okay, so this week I am loving two members inside the BEFREE Inner Circle, Bria and Sari. Okay, so let me tell you a little story here. Bria joined the BEFREE Inner Circle, I believe the end of February, and Sari has been a member of the BEFREE Inner Circle well over a year now. And when Bria joined the BEFREE Inner Circle, she shared that she lives in Detroit. And when Sari saw that, who also lives in Detroit, she was like, OMG, we have to connect and all of that jazz, right? Fast forward to this past weekend, Bria was having her baby shower and Sari went to her baby shower and met her for the first time. And I am just over the moon, excited and happy because one of the things that I talk about in the community all the time, like, yes, this is a community of women who are connected all over the world, but it's a beautiful thing when you can connect with women in real life and you know that they're a part of the same community as you. And to know that, Sari went to her baby shower, which is a very intimate thing, right? And they're connecting for the first time and building a friendship just because they're a part of the BEFREE Inner Circle. They're doing the work together. They're intentional about building friendships and they live in the same city, which is amazing. And so I'm loving that this week. And I will say that that's not the first time. There has been many members who have vacationed from one state to another and they met up with each other. I've seen it happen time and time again. And I just love it because, the community that I've built and I'm continuing to build is for women to grow together. And I want you to build real friendships with women who are like-minded. So that is what I'm loving this week, which is a perfect introduction to today's topic, which is safe spaces for women do exist. Now, this is a conversation I've been wanting to have for some time now as I think about growing my community and what I've cultivated, which I'm going to describe it as this magical place. Now, I need you to follow along with me. And I'm calling it a magical place because it truly is, where women are connected in such a beautiful way that it's like, pinch me and tell me this is not real, but it is real. And so as I think about what I created, I also think about why women have a hesitation with joining. And one of the things that I know to be true is that women don't always feel safe around other women. They don't feel that environments that is built around women and for women may not always be positive. And depending on how you grew up and what you saw, maybe some life experiences, your thought or your belief may be women are fake, women are judgmental, women bring nothing but drama. The list can go on and on. And if you grew up with your mom and your aunts and cousins, and you didn't see other women having healthy relationships and friendships with other women, then guess what? you're not going to believe that's possible, or it's not going to be a norm for you. So you may struggle with trust issues when it comes to befriending other women. You may struggle with insecurities, like, can I believe her when she tells me this? You may struggle with vulnerability because you didn't see it growing up. And then if your mom said, don't trust women, then you already have that belief that it's not safe to have friendships with other women, right? Or if you didn't see your grandma, your auntie having positive relationships with women, you're going to believe that doesn't exist. And so when I say, hey, join the BEFREE Inner Circle, there's women like Bria and Sari and so many others who are building friendships, you're going to press pause and you're going to think, oh, that cannot be true. Like, there has to be something that's not right. And so instead of checking it out for yourself, you'll continue to observe from the outside and make a judgment before you actually experienced it. And what I'm learning is that women have a hard time believing that positive spaces like the BEFREE Inner Circle exist, right? And then this is another thing. Let's just say you went to a conference, you went to a meetup, you went to an event that was supposed to empower women, but you left feeling worse than when you got there. It's going to be hard for you. And so I'm acknowledging that. I understand it. I get it, because I even was thinking through, like, a young lady who sent me a DM recently. She had been listening to the podcast and she's heard me talk about the BEFREE Inner Circle. And so I was DMing her back and forth, and she said, I'm really nervous about this because I've never joined a community before. And so we go back and forth, and she ends up becoming a member. And I'm watching her grow and flourish because she decided to step outside of her comfort zone. But she was scared. She was afraid, because if you've been hurt by women and if you've had negative experiences, it's going to be hard to kind of step past the beliefs that you have and try something different. And then another thing is, when it comes to building new friendships, you may find it challenging, and you want new friends as an adult, but you're like, is that really possible? And then again, I get on the podcast or I get on IG Live, or, I talk about this in my newsletter, how I have the most amazing friends ever, which I do. And the relationships that I have built with women, whether they've been in my life for years and years, or we met over the last year, the relationships feel like home to me. And so because my friendships feel so good, I intentionally have curated and cultivated the BEFREE Inner Circle to mimic or match my real life experiences. And so the moment you join the BEFREE Inner Circle, you're like, whoa, what is this positive, magical space that I've just entered? Where all of the women are welcoming you with a warm embrace, and they want to know more about you. And it's not that they're acting funny or trying to get in your business. No, they genuinely want to get to know you. But again, if you haven't seen healthy relationships growing up, then it's going to be hard for you to believe that it exists. And also, another thing that I've been thinking about is that when you're on Instagram, and I keep talking about Instagram because that's where I spend my time at. I'm not on any other social media platform. But specifically on Instagram, where you see groups of women together, and you'll see my tribe, my girl squad, my BFFs, things like that. And you see this group of women, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I see this beautiful group of women. Y'all got y'all swimsuits on. Y'all traveling to different places. But how did you get those types of friends? What did you do to curate and cultivate these relationships? Right? And more often than not, people don't tell you how they made these friends. They don't tell you what they're doing behind the scenes to nurture their friendships. And so that's why I am intentional week after week after week, like, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you begin to build your own girl squad. This is how you build a tribe of positive, like-minded women, by first becoming a friend to yourself first, joining the BEFREE Inner Circle, being around like-minded women. I can go on and on about that. But more often than not, they're not sharing it, but yet you're looking at the pictures like, oh man, I want that. but you don't know how to get it. And so what I do inside the Be Free Inner Circle is I teach them, okay, this is what it means to be a great friend. This is how you attract the type of friends that you want. I've already created this space for you so that way you know the women that are a part of the Be Free Inner Circle, they're doing their personal growth work. They're showing up for themselves. They're ready to fill their cup first, right? They're doing the work. And so when you know that you're a part of a community like that, then it's going to be easier to build these friendships. So I want you to kind of think through your friends, your community, the people that you surround yourself with. And do you believe that safe spaces exist for women? Or do you think that's just so impossible, I cannot believe it, right? Another thing that I want to talk about as it relates to the community and it being a safe space, and I'm very, again, intentional about that, because oftentimes women don't have safe spaces that they can share their dreams and their insecurities and everything in between. And so I encourage the women all the time to take up space. In fact, we have a Take Up Space challenge happening right now where every week the women are sharing how they are taking up space in their own lives, playing big, and showing up for themselves. And so I also tell them, I want you to be comfortable with sharing your heart with us. And we have seen many, many, many women who have shared very vulnerable moments, right? And when they share every single time without fail, the members of the community is showing her love, supporting her, encouraging her, thanking her for sharing. And it is a space where we're never, ever, ever going to judge you, but we're going to thank you for trusting us enough that you can share something so important and meaningful to you with the community that all we want to do is support you. And I know, again, that may seem hard to believe, but because I am the community cultivator and I'm encouraging them to show up for themselves, that means you have to trust us. You have to share the hard things. Well, not that you have to, but you get to share the hard things. And instead of keeping those feelings and those thoughts inside, you get to share them in a safe space. So you're not on Facebook, you're not on Instagram sharing your hard moments, you're not sharing with friends that don't get it and don't understand. No, you're sharing with women who get it. And you know why? Because they either been there, or maybe they know someone that has been in a similar situation, or they have a similar thing that's happening in their own lives. And so I love that they are opening up. And I've seen women share some hard moments. I've seen how one woman, I remember Chandra, I actually shared her testimony on here before, where one of the reasons that she joined the Be Free Inner Circle, she said because after she left the gym, she was looking in her phone about who she can share her progress with. And it wasn't one woman in her phone or one friend in her phone that she could share with. And she said, I didn't just want to share with my boyfriend, like I wanted to share with friends that who would get it and who would celebrate with me. And she said, the reason that I joined the Be Free Inner Circle is because I've listened to what you've shared about it and I just took a chance. And now every time she shares her progress about going to the gym or, getting engaged and all of the things that she shares, we're always celebrating with her. But think about that. Can you go through your phone right now and look at your friends and feel safe enough to share your wins with them, your insecure moments, your insecurities, your vulnerable moments? Can you share with friends that are in your phone? Can you get encouragement from them? Will they inspire you? Will they motivate you to chase your dreams, right? Think through that. Look through your phone right now at the people that you call friend, and are they a great support system for you? And it's okay if they're not. We're not here to judge them because everybody is in different seasons of their lives. But again, in order to grow, in order to flourish, in order to be free, in order to find fulfillment, you have to, it is no option. You have to be surrounded by like-minded women who are doing the personal growth too. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about is I was having a conversation with a new member. And she said, I was looking at the price. And she said, I know how much it costs. And she was like, I looked at how much money I spend on food, on clothes, and how much money I waste all the time. And how I could take this same money, this investment, into the BEFREE Inner Circle and work on getting better. And that's the thing. And I hear this a lot. Oh, it costs too much. It costs too much in comparison to what? You eating out every week? You going to the movies with your friends? You going to happy hour? You're subscribed to Netflix, Hulu, and any other streaming service? Joining the BEFREE Inner Circle costs too much in comparison to your entertainment? I want you to think about that, because there's so many women that listen to this podcast week after week after week, and you feel stuck and you're like, well, what do I do? But yet you won't make the investment into yourself. And when you get tired of being tired, that's when you'll do something. And so when I heard her say that, like I could easily spend this money every month on things that add no value to my life. But this season of my life, I want to get better. I want to grow. I want to be able to look at my life this time next year and see I put in the work. And when you think about it as a cost, then it's always going to be too much for you. But when you look at the BEFREE Inner Circle as an investment into yourself, so that you can care for yourself, so that you can get your cup filled, because you're so busy giving and pouring out everything to everybody else, but you're tired of it, but yet you won't do anything. Of course it costs too much for you. But when you look at it as an investment into yourself, when you look at it as an investment to putting your needs first, then you won't think that it costs too much. When you think about what you get from the BEFREE Inner Circle, yes, you get community support, but some of the things that you can't get from any other place is the mentorship, the coaching, me cheering you on and holding you accountable. Every month we have 4 to 6 live events. So not only do you connect with me live, but you connect with other members in the community. You're going to build real friendships with real women who are doing the work. There's a book club, and we have a wind down and game night once a quarter. We have small groups so you can connect in a more intimate way. The BEFREE Inner Circle will literally change your life, and it will be the best investment that you make into yourself this year. So you can keep watching from the sidelines, and you can keep saying, oh, I'm too nervous. Oh, I don't trust women. Oh, I don't believe safe spaces like this exist. You can keep saying that, or you can say, you know what, let me try it. And like I said last week, give it 90 days. Show up for yourself for 90 consecutive days with the goals that you want to work on. And trust and believe, when you connect with me, your life will be different. I say this all the time. You cannot be around me for a short period of time and think your life is not going to change. I'm going to challenge you to be the woman that you desire to be. I'm going to challenge you to get unstuck so that you can be free. I'm going to challenge you to do your work, because when you're connected with me, I want to see your life get better, and I'm committed to helping you. But you first got to take a step. You first have to do the work yourself. And for you, doing the work is taking the initial step with joining a community, so then that way you can have women around you who will support you, who are not only showing up for themselves, but they're going to show up for you. And in this season of your life, you need that. Okay, so your journal prompt this week is, how do you want to feel deep inside every day? Do you want to feel free, connected, alive, motivated, peace, etc.? And this is actually a question that I ask every month inside the BEFREE Inner Circle. How do you want to feel? Okay. And then your affirmation is, I surround myself with positive, like-minded women. Don't forget, every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch me on Instagram Live. We'll always be talking about something personal growth related or friendship. So come hang out with me there. Okay, so now I want to shout out Trisha Odom, and she bought me coffee, and her message says, I appreciate you. We need cheerleaders and encouragers. Thank you for shining your light into the world. Well, Trisha, thank you so much. And I appreciate you guys so much for treating me to coffee. I just purchased some coffee from this company, Boss Blend, whom I absolutely love. And I'll be sharing that on the gram really soon. But anywho, y'all can continue to buy me coffee. I love, love, love your support. If what I'm sharing with you week after week is inspiring you, uplifting you, motivating you, encouraging you, then just show some support. And you can give any amount, and I'll keep shouting out people who treat me to coffee each week. As always, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. If you haven't done so yet, please take a moment to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Write a sentence or two for the reviews. All of that is so helpful when it comes to people being able to find my podcast. Share this week's episode with a friend. Whether you snap a picture and share it in your IG stories or your feed, just make sure you tag me. Also, text your friends and say, hey girl, hey, I listened to this today. I want you to check it out. As always, I appreciate you so, 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 so much. And until next time, girl, be free.
My name is Janetta Wolford. I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio, and have been residing in Los Angeles, California for the past 12 years. I joined the BEFREE Inner Circle because I was looking for a change within myself and in my life. They are all about positivity and support. I love how Siobhan holds you accountable for your decisions. The best thing about BEFREE Inner Circle that I love is women supporting women.